Of course, when we talk about the brain, sugar, by the way, is one of the most addicting substances on earth. If you look at somebody's brain under one of those scans, that someone that's utilizing like cocaine, and then someone who's utilizing, the way the brain lights up when someone is using cocaine compared to the way the brain lights up when someone is eating sugar. Sugar lights your brain up far brighter than cocaine. What that tells you is that sugar is far more addicting than cocaine. In fact, if I told you guys to go a couple of days without sugar, some of you would lose your mind. Sugar is just legal. Now, I'm not saying cocaine is good. Please don't get me wrong. I'm saying as addictive as cocaine is, okay, try. Some of you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever fasted and you notice your attitude changes, right? It's because you're crankier. It's because you're hooked on sugar. All of us are. Okay? So sugar is one of the most addicting substances on earth. And it's in everything, by the way. Everything you can think of. Look at the sugar content. It'll blow your mind. And of course, it can lead to ADHD and dementia. So I just wanted to share that because I want you to take a look at the system that we have right now. In order to deal with each of those issues, you pretty much have to go to different doctors. Isn't that right? You got to go to a cardiologist for your heart issues, endocrinologist for your pancreas issues, internist for kidney issues, nephrologist for kidneys, So you have gastroenterologist for intestinal issues. So you have to go to different doctors for something that has one root cause. If you just address that one thing, all those things would go away. But the system we've built for ourselves is you got to go to this guy, this woman, this guy, this woman, this guy, this woman, and you still don't get to the root cause. This is why I love Hosea 4:6. God says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." You just believe anything. And we're suffering and we're dying, and then we cope. And this is a crusade I've been on. Some of you know me know, like when folks say the Lord called them home. Oh, that burns my blood. Okay, God has not called any of you guys home. He said the harvest is plenty, the laborers are few. Jesus needs you on earth. He does not need a 50-year-old in heaven. It just doesn't line up with what we know about him. Okay? God needs you on earth. He needs you alive. He's not out there killing folks. But with that being said, so let's get into the meat and potatoes, right? So why are we doing this workshop? First, it's really meant to educate, empower, and equip you, all of you who desire better health. That's the purpose of this workshop, right? Because here's the sad reality. Chronic disease today is so widespread that it's fairly common for the average person to take, and let me know if this resonates with you. You wake up in the morning, you're tired, so you drink coffee, okay? For some of your kids, they go to school, they can't sit still. The teacher says, well, he's got ADD or ADHD or whatever. Give them Adderall, take Adderall to focus. Some of you have anxiety, you're struggling with anxiety. Give them Xanax, right? Some of you are struggling with heartburn, acid reflux. Take antacids, right? Tums, all that stuff. Some of you are struggling with high blood pressure. Give them a diuretic. Some of you can't poop. Take a stool softener. Some of you can't breathe, right? You got to have an inhaler. You can't exercise. You can't sleep. Give them Ambien, okay? You can't be intimate with your wife. Take Viagra or Cialis or one of those things. So here's what I want you all to understand. Notice all of those conditions. They are normal functions. Your body should be able to perform those functions without the addition of anything, right? But we are so lost in the sauce, right, that it's common for people. Let me ask you something. How many of you know somebody, okay, it doesn't have to be you, but you know somebody that fits that characteristic, okay, right? We know somebody that's qualifies for at least one of those things. Everybody knows this. Right? That's how common it is. That's how common it is. And it's unfortunate. We have just accepted it as the norm. And I'm here to tell you, we don't have to. Okay? And just even from a biblical perspective, this is not what God intended. Okay? At least not for his people. We just have, it's ignorance. We just operate This is not to insult anybody, okay? Because we're all ignorant and we're all learning. That's why I put this thing together, so that we can address this issue of ignorance, and then we can empower each other, so that next time somebody comes up here and says, "Church, I'm dealing with, stroke, a heart attack, high blood pressure," we'll say, "Yeah, we'll pray for you, but we got a protocol for you to do." Okay? The protocol will take care of that, because that's the way God intended. Because prayer is not going to reverse your blood pressure. I wish it could, but it just won't. It can bring it down. It's not going to reverse it. You've got to address the root causes of it. And it's not blasphemy what I'm saying. It's just a fact. So just to showcase my body of work, I have a book, Self-Care Advocate. I have a course. I have a challenge and coaching, all on my website, drced.com. Just for those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Cedric Batchetu. I graduated Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in 2013 with my doctorate of pharmacy. And some of you guys actually, those who are members of this church, actually remember 2014 is when I had my first seminar, right? You guys remember diabetes seminar right here, just like that. Yeah, but what many of you don't know is how I got to be about, to doing that. Well, I'll tell you a funny story, okay? So, our very last year of pharmacy school, we had to choose, one, let's say, rotation that, we had to go and study under somebody, okay? And I remember watching this video on YouTube of this guy who had one of his patients give a testimony saying that she did his program and her cancer's gone. I said, ain't that something? Cancer's gone, So I picked up the phone. I called the man. He was living in Tucson, Arizona. His name is Bert Seelman. He said, yeah, I deal with people with cancer all the time. Cancer's nothing. I said, cancer's nothing. Brother, you see how many people are petrified when you mention cancer? He said, cancer is nothing. We reverse it all the time. I said, okay, well, for my one independent rotation, I want to come and study out there with you. So we set everything up, and I went to Arizona. I was out there for about 6 weeks, Tucson, Arizona, okay? And I got to spend time with him. I got to see how he worked. I got to interview a lot of his clients, okay? Because, he was making these claims. I was like, you cure cancer? He goes, cancer is the easiest thing to cure.